it's time to bring in my colleague and social media reporter, Mariama Diarra. Take it away again, Mariama.
Well, thanks, Shaka. To piggyback on your discussion, Egypt has indeed been embroiled in political turmoil. The streets of Cairo have become ground zero for thousands of Muslim Brotherhood supporters who stand in defiance of the nation's military-backed interim government. The demonstrators are refusing to accept the ouster of democratically elected President Mohamed Morsi. Well, this brings us to our question of the week, which asks, will the anti-government protests in Egypt present an opportunity for democracy to grow, or will the nation return to authoritarian rule? Well, we'll get right to your reactions and start with Saidi Msonga in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, who writes, what's happening in Egypt now is the outcome of military democracy, which is contrary to democracy and taking over and not respecting people's decision. It will be very difficult to turn around. Another comment comes from Eliasu Amadou Absa from the University of Professional Studies in the West African capital, Accra, in Ghana, saying it will be very difficult for democracy to grow since a democratically elected president was overthrown and nothing is being done about it. Shaka?
Interesting. Mariama, let me come to you, Sheikh.
Yes.
You had the question, is it possible, for example, to talk about military democracy? It would seem to me, frankly, that when you look at the military and democracy, there are fundamental differences here.
We know that the military council took over from Mubarak during the 2011 revolution. And for a year and a half, they kept resisting everything democratic. They kept using the judiciary, the police force, the intelligence apparatuses to stifle the democratic process. With the help of the judiciary, they dissolved the parliament twice. They dissolved the constitutional committee once, and they wanted to dissolve it the second time. They dissolved the Shura Council, which is the upper house of parliament, once. They wanted to dissolve it the second time. All of these are anti-democratic. Right before the second round was announced, the military council announced a constitutional declaration to strip the presidency from its basic powers. And Morsi had to fight back after he took office to reclaim his basic powers to function. And they support this kind of approach and claim to be democratic. I am really puzzled with this. I am really puzzled that they are building, and because of what they call ideological differences. We are a Muslim nation. We have 95% of the population who come up with Islamic inclinations. Should we suppress it, or should we work for them?
We'll come to
the
that.
government is supposed to serve people's expectations. That is people's expectations. They resent it. They cannot win because they are anti-people, anti-sentiments of the public. The public refuse to have them. They are taking it on Ikhwan, on Morsi, on Brotherhood.